Welcome to our deep dive into a pivotal era of Iranian history, the economic catalyst, spanning from 1901 to 1951. This period fundamentally shaped modern Iran's relationship with the West and its own sovereignty. We begin by exploring the roots of a lasting animosity, focusing on the origins of foreign involvement and Iran's powerful push for control over its most valuable natural resource. Iran, formerly known as Persia, is a nation rich in history, culture, and, crucially, natural resources. Its geographical position made it a target for great power competition. The beginning of the 20th century marked a dramatic turning point. In 1901, an agreement was signed that would forever link Iran's destiny with its subterranean wealth and foreign interests. The true economic catalyst was the discovery of oil, which quickly led to immense foreign control, creating an imbalance of power and wealth. The story begins with the Darcy Concession in 1901. This agreement granted a British subject, William Knox Darcy, exclusive rights to explore and exploit oil across most of Persia for 60 years, in exchange for a tiny fraction of the profits. Following the discovery of massive oil reserves, the Anglo-Persian Oil Company, later British Petroleum, established complete British dominance over the immensely profitable Persian oil industry. Iran essentially became a spectator in its own economic future. The vast wealth generated by the oil flowed almost entirely to Britain, leaving Iran with minimal royalties and no control over its primary resource. This profound disparity inevitably fueled a powerful political movement within Iran, focused on restoring national dignity and reclaiming economic control. Over decades, this foreign economic control fostered deep resentment among the Iranian populace and political elite, galvanizing a national desire for sovereignty and self-determination. Mohammed Mossadegh, an eloquent and popular nationalist, rose to prominence, channeling the public's demand for change. His goal was clear: to take back Iran's oil. In 1951, as prime minister, Mossadegh successfully led the movement to nationalize the oil industry, a monumental act of sovereignty that ended decades of British exploitation and triggered an international crisis. The nationalization of 1951 was a major victory for Iranian self-determination, but it was far from the end of the story. This nationalization marked a powerful shift in power, as Iran attempted to control its own destiny and manage its own economic resources for the benefit of its people. The West's response was swift and harsh. Britain imposed a global oil embargo, crippling Iran's economy, and appealed to the U.S., framing Mossadegh's nationalism as a growing, quote, communist threat. The subsequent U.S.-backed coup restored the Shah to power. His authoritarian rule, supported by the brutal secret police SAVAK, led to decades of internal repression, shattering the U.S. illusion of stability and brewing an explosion of public resentment. The historical trauma of the 1950s continues to dictate modern conflicts. The U.S. withdrawal from the nuclear deal resulted in a new cycle of economic sanctions and Iranian retaliation, proving the past still echoes loudly in the present geopolitical landscape.